is going to eat well tonight.
Yeah, they're too small for him. Way too small. But it's his activity. He's very active tonight.
Lillard turning the corner, pumps Capela, ran out of room and threw it away.
Capela's everywhere.
Doing it all. He's blocked 3 shots. He's got 5 rebounds. Hawks just dominating the paint.
You got Covington guarding him. He's not going to be able to guard Capela. It's too much size he's giving away.
Cantor takes down that Trae Young miss. Lillard, top of the key. And with that, an Atlanta timeout. Damian Lillard joins C.J. McCollum in double figures. Hawks by 13.
Add bacon, it is not a Big Mac.
Oh, you make it so hard to be your friend sometimes.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
He don't have to do anything out of the ordinary, and he'll be fine. And you don't want another thing you don't want to do here, Bob. It's 5 minutes and 16 seconds to go before halftime. You don't want Portland to get on a roll here and really get this below 10 before halftime, because again, coming out of halftime, they're okay. We weathered the storm. Now we're back in the game, so you just want to try to keep the pressure on.
Damian Lillard with 2 free throws. Harry Stotts Ball Club down by 11. And I was thinking those same thoughts, Dick, when I saw Hill's layup roll off the rim.
Oh, what a crossover.
The shot, though, Bounces out. Hawks get a second chance. Trey buried in the corner with Cantor staring at him. On the bounce, good cut by Hunter, but that's broken up by Covington. Lillard fouled by Solomon Hill.
Well, that's the kind of foul you don't want that far in the backcourt. You don't want to commit that sort of foul.
Robert Covington, dear friends of Lloyd Pierce from their days together in Philadelphia.
You're talking Covington, a 6'7", 6'8" guy going against a 7-footer like Capela. You're giving up a lot of size and weight.
Lillard. Well, look at Cantor. Gobble up an offensive rebound and hook it home. Cantor with 8. 54-45. Trey. Oh, Hawks lucky to get it back, but it's Capela. Not this time, but this one is an and one.
Not enough size. I keep saying it, Bob. They are too small. Capela just working inside. Covington should have came up with that rebound, but again, Capela willingness to keep working, to keep moving without the basketball. That's what's getting Portland in trouble. 17-6. Wow.
And that 17 represents a season high, his career high, which seems to be in jeopardy. 31. 56-45. Lillard on the pick and roll with Cantor. Bounce underneath to Jones, outside to Trent. Little mid-ranger, no.
He didn't think he could make that shot. You can see he hesitated just a little bit.
Kevin Huerter made his first start of the season tonight. In for Cam. Hunter missing. Lillard on a blow by, draws the foul on Trey.
Well, Lillard off the dribble is a nightmare. That's the determined move. Nice crossover, free himself up, takes the bump from Trey. And once he gets there, it's pretty much automatic.
Damian Lillard last year broke his own Blazer record for most points in a game twice. He had 61 in a game last season. That's 16 tonight.
Well, he and C.J. McCullough is doing what you expect them to do, to keep the pressure on the defense.
And they just waited patiently, and Trey fed Capela with a beauty. And Clint continues to impress.
Well, who's the scorer on this team? The Trey or Capela?
Really?
Hey, this is a thing of beauty.
Here's a corner three for Gary Trent Jr. You've been trying to get that three ball to go all night. Seems like the Hawk lead should be bigger than 7.
Right.
But that's where we stand. Trey gets a foul here on Cantor. They bite on that fake, get in the air, and then Trey just jumps right into him. That's always going to be a foul on the defense.
Was he in the
First foul on Cantor. Trey, 3 free throws. ACC basketball coming up as one of the hottest teams in the country. 20th ranked Virginia Tech takes on Syracuse. That will be next Saturday at noon Eastern on Fox Sports Southeast, presented by your local Ford dealer. Trae Young has 14, a perfect 3 of 3 at the line, and one more after this one.
Well, Trey has put together a nice first half. 14-6, actually 15-6. That's a good first half.
Still a lot of time left in the second quarter, partner. Especially with the firepower they've got in the backcourt. Lillard hits a 3.
And that's what he does. He kind of lulls you to sleep, sets you up. Nice step back to knock.
Shifty ball handling there by Derek Jones.
That was.
Lillard jammed up. Jones, open man, Covington controls it. He'll shoot it.
That's a terrible shot. You didn't have any balance, almost went out of bounds. You take that shot, not a good shot.
Collins a turnaround. Yes, sir. John Collins with 6. 62-54. Much better look this time.
Yes, a wide open shot, got your feet on you. Nice shot.
62-57. John Collins, a jab step, didn't like the look, gives it up. Here's Trey, and the Blazers take it away. Lillard going up strong, body contact, no whistle. Rebound to the corner and Cantor. Gives to Lillard, he'll fire the 3 out of the corner and miss it. Trey. Slapped down, out of bounds by Jones. Boy, Trey getting right in the face of Brian Forte.
Portland is trying to keep themselves in it. They've had some looks, have taken some tough shots. Hawks they keep coming, keep trying to play the good defense. Team's gonna make a little run.
Goodwin misses the 3. 62 points on the board for Atlanta, but the lead is only 5. C.J. McCollum inside. Cantor measures Hill and lays it in. That's 10 for the big fella, 62-59. Now the Blazers' turn to put a big run together. Trey, no shot, and a foul on C.J. McCollum.
Well, again, when they catch you reaching, you're going to get that called against you.
Blazers over the limit. Trey lines up the first shot as we pause for a word from our partners at John Foy & Associates.
Injured? Get the upper hand. Call me.
Trey is bleeding. Left hand. Scotty Parker coming over to take care of it. So a 30-second officials timeout. This is going to be quite a night here for the Hawks, Nick, because they've got the day game here, the MLK game on Monday afternoon. So the team is red-eyeing home after the game. They will do their COVID testing upon landing in Atlanta, then hit the sack for a while and get ready for a day game on Monday. Even on an NBA schedule, that's a tough 48 hours right there.
Your body doesn't have enough time to recover. So you got to be mentally ready to go.
The Minnesota Timberwolves will be here, and that kicks off our coverage of a big, big day on the holiday Monday. 1:30 for a 1-hour pregame Hawks Live. We've got all kinds of special programming for you on Monday. And then 2:30 for the game coverage. Vince Carter will join us here in the booth. It's going to be a big day. And we can't wait to have this ball club back in Atlanta on Dr. King's holiday.
Yes, indeed.
Will Chamberlain just check back in?
Oh, that's good. That's really good, Bob.
Trey hits the second free throw. He's got 17 now. 64-59 Hawks. Lillard blocked by Capela.
Well, you had too much traffic in there. Should have kicked that ball back out.
Trey going to his bag of tricks on Jones. Inside the hill, he lays it in. Boy, Trey's energized tonight.
You just said it. He's energized. You see, the energy is much different. That's the reason why he's playing the way he's playing. That energy is there tonight.
66-59 Hawks. Shot clock is off as Damian Lillard. We're going to run a double team, but Dame got rid of it. CJ outside. Here is a three-pointer. No good by Jones at the buzzer. And it's a 7-point lead at the half for Atlanta. A great job by Trae Young, 17 points and 8 dimes. Clint Capela was terrific, 19 points and 7 rebounds.
The energy is incredible tonight. You see Trae that's wheeling and dealing. Everybody's is cheating on defense. There's the open man.
Let's send it over to Kelly.
Well, Clint, hey, you hear me all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Great. 19 points, 7 rebounds. I'm great. And you guys looking good here this evening so far. You're feasting down there. What's been the advantage for you in that matchup so far here in the first half?
Honestly, I'm not even focused on that today. We're trying to win the game, be there defensively, do what we have to do defensively. Scoring, it's fun, but I'm trying to win the game. And that's the main important thing. So defensively, just scored 59 points. Got to do a better job. Come in the second half and have a presence, especially stay on our scheme and what we're doing. That's the focus tonight.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, this team can put up points in a hurry. They certainly went on a run there in the second quarter.
Exactly.
So aside from defense, what else is it going to take to close this one out here tonight?
Yeah, we wanted to get the ball off Lillard and McCollum's hands as much as we can and make the other guy hurt us. So we're doing the best we can. And second half, we got to come up aggressive and stay with that game plan.
Awesome, Clint. We appreciate it. As always, go take a breather. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
Thank you.
And behind Capela, the Hawks put up 36 points in the paint. And they take a lead of 7 into the locker room at halftime here at the Moda Center in Portland, Oregon. That's the score. Jerome and Renee with more coverage from the studio in Atlanta right after this.
Sleep well, stay well. Whatever your New Year's resolution, it all starts with better sleep. And that begins at Sleep Country.
Tasting Jif peanut butter is still like tasting peanut butter for the first time.
What in the world?
Every time. Original Jif peanut butter. Over 1,300 quality peanuts in every jar. Taste the difference.
Ready or not. Gillette ProGlide and ProGlide Gel. 5 blades and a pivoting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke while washing away dirt and oil. So you're ready for the day with a clean shave and a clean face.
I'm in, as in a community of players.
Unemployed and with a baby on the way. That's when I got got on Indeed. First job that popped up was for a motorcycle mechanic that needed machinist skills.
His 8th assist of the half was just a bullet pass underneath the Solomon Hill. It was brilliant. And of course, as Renee just mentioned, the other big scorer for the Hawks tonight, that man right there. So one of his 8 assists right there to the leading scorer of the Hawks. How many does Clint have? Find out and more as we continue here on the half.
2K21.
With hundreds of free slots and exclusive games. Play now at partycasino.fun. Slot into our world.
It is mission improbable, is it impossible? Stand by for drama and quality football. Will it be a famous one?
No turning back now.
Against all the odds!
A stunning goal from a stunning talent.
Star of the show!
He's done it again! It's wonderful, it's fantastic! Keep finding a way. This is the way to do it.
You guys be careful not to go stepping in front of any more buses now, all right?
From classics to recent hits, stream the shows you thought were gone, but not forgotten.
Wait, don't stop. That was working for me.
On the all-new CTV.ca and CTV app.
I need you to look at the same things I'm looking at.
Home to CTV Throwback and CTV Movies.
This is very...
Full series, hundreds of movies, all this, all totally free.
See, that I didn't understand. I didn't get all the instructions.
Only on the all-new CTV.ca and CTV app. Stream anytime.
Special show on a special day. Help us celebrate the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. on MLK Day with a 1-hour edition of Hawks Live beginning at 1:30 Monday afternoon. Before we take on the T-Wolves, the Stinger joins Renee and I. You know it's going to be special. Talk to you on Monday with the Stinger on that one.
CKX, with you for the thrills, to get the most out of winter. CKX, with you for the ride.
Right now, try A&W's new coffee for free.
I love it. It's super smooth. It's got such a good flavor to it.
Oh man,
That's delicious.
this is good.
I could have this every morning.
Oh, really? Try A&W's new coffee free for a limited time.
Surprise, surprise! The king is back! Conor McGregor! I'm gonna say this, Will. One shot is all it takes me. I always come out on top. Dustin Poirier!
I'm one of the best in the world. One mistake, and it's over. I'm going to stop Conor by any means necessary.
What is that?
Mine. Why?
It's just that it's...
Lavender? Yes, it is. It's for men.
But I like the smell of it.
Hey, check your doorstep.
Nice! A Big Mac bacon.
Yeah, bacon. It's not a Big Mac.
Oh, you make it so hard to be your friend sometimes, man.
Well, the price badge just made it really easy.
Believe you me, it works. That's the honest truth.
Ready or not.
Gillette Pro Glide and Pro Glide Gel. 5 blades and a pivoting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke while washing away dirt and oil. So you're ready for the day.
Can you believe that? And Trey Young, thank goodness he's back. Got a great shot, up 7, second half. Coming up right after this.
The French, they ain't like no place you ever worked.
All the angels are gone, son. Only devils left.
When everyone's got LA as the favorite, you're repping the underdog from the 6. When the internet says no shot, you've got tweets to prove them wrong. When playing the paint is epic, you say, not in my house. Make a play. Bodog.net, your source of free casino games, poker strategy, and live basketball odds.
Hi, my name's Sahar, and I'm the founder of Less Brands. And we make products for curly hair that actually work. A simple 3-step system customized for different curl types. Shampoo, condition, style, done. Since launching in 2017, we've shipped over 2 million bottles to over 500,000 customers all over the world. And the best part is, they're made right here in Canada. So visit lessbrands.com and use code CanadaCurls for 15% off your first purchase. Plus, love yourself and love your curls.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again, Patrick. That's Sir Patrick. Ooh, sir.
Whether you put down your phone to be there for your daughter, or pick up your phone to call a helpline for your roommate, when it comes to mental health, now more than ever, every action counts.
Ready or not.
Gillette Pro Glide and Pro Glide Gel. 5 blades and a pivoting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke while washing away dirt and oil. So you're ready for the day with a clean shave and a clean face.
Wash your hands!
That is a great idea.
Promise I wouldn't do this.
Introducing the TSN Dog Collection. 200 plus critically acclaimed sports dogs.
The world had never seen anything like it.
Featuring the biggest names in the game.
It's complicated.
On demand and available only to TSN subscribers.
Nobody's done it better.
The TSN Dog Collection. Stream on tsn.ca, the TSN app, and on demand through your TV service provider.
Atlanta Hawks basketball is brought to you by Georgia Natural Gas. We're Georgia's Natural Gas. By John Foy and Associates. And by your local Ford dealer. Welcome back to Portland. Atlanta is 66 and the Blazers 59 as we start the third quarter. Bob Rathman, Dominic Wilkins, Kelly Crow with you. Clint Capela, the story of that first half. Kelly was talking with Clint at the end of the half, 19 points, leading all Hawks scores, the third biggest offensive half of his NBA career. But I thought, Nick, one of the big keys for Atlanta was, despite the fact they gave up 59 points, I think they did a good job defensively insofar as they kept Portland off the foul line. Only 6 free throw attempts in the first half for the Blazers.
You're right. They did a very nice job of keeping them out of the paint. They made them totally a perimeter team, which they are that anyway, but they took some tough shots. So they had a lot of challenge shots in that second quarter particularly, and I thought it started really Trey Young with bringing so much energy, getting everybody involved on the floor, and then his offensive game kind of took off.
Anthony Simons is going to start the third quarter. No C.J. McCollum, so no doubt that ankle is acting up. Cantor got a piece of that one, and the Blazers come the other way. Solomon. Let's see what's happened here. Capela with the turnover and the foul in transition on Derek Jones.
Well, it's just a nice steal by Capela, and again, getting out in front of everybody off that steal. Derek Jones did a good job of running them down, but he's going to the line because he's fouled them. But there's a nice hand by Capela. Man, he just gets down the floor.
Clint Capela in his first season with the Hawks. First round pick of the Rockets back in 2014, the 25th overall. And making his free throws here tonight pushes the Hawk lead to 8.
Well, that's great when you see him knock down his free throws, and it's good to see. He's having such a wonderful game, so you'd like to see him keep expanding on that.
He has authored 8 20-point, 20-rebound games in his career. The last one came against the Hawks in Atlanta. Off the glass for Cantor, but tipped in by Derek Jones. He and Solomon Hill of the Hawks teammates in Miami last season. Trey off the staggered screen, dribbled it off his foot, turns it over. This is the 21-year-old Anthony Simon giving it up. Covington missing.
It's not a good shot. I mean, those type of threes are very tough because you have no offensive rebounding under the baskets.
Trey gets it back from Hunter. Inside position for John Collins. Covington secures it. Out now to Lillard. Despite their difficulties, Portland trails by only 7. But no C.J. McCollum, probably for the rest of the night. Dame kicks it out to the wing. Jones puts it up. Through Cantor's hands, into Kevin Huerter's hands. John Collins for 3.
All right. Both teams starting a little slow here in the third quarter.
Cantor against Capela. Out it goes. Portland ball.
I thought it was off of Cantor there, but Portland very fortunate there.
Portland's down a couple of bigs. We talked about the Nurkic injury. Zach Collins is also out. And both guys had injuries last year and now injuries again this year. Lillard.
There's no defense for that, Mr. Raffin.
No, sir. And that's where you just need hold your breath as you're a Hawks fan. You say, this guy cannot go off now. Huerter from the elbow. Nice mid-ranger. Kevin's second field goal. He's got 5. Got the start ahead of Cam Reddish if you're just joining us tonight. Cam held out of this one with an injured left knee. Knee-to-knee injury last night in Utah.
Where, again, you have Covington being guarded by Trae Young, but Covington content on staying on the perimeter.
Covington.
That's not good offense there.
Now, Covington, that's going to belong to Atlanta because Covington was out of bounds. So the ball belongs to Atlanta.
Covington takes a tough shot with a hand in his face and he gets out of bounds, trying to steal the ball. Can't do that.
Referee Evan Scott. Product of Radford University in Virginia, like the Hawks PR whiz John Steinberg. Here is a long 3 from Trae Young. Rebound to Cantor. Lillard, left hand, high glass, no. And a save for Capela. Hunter backs up to that 3-point line and bumps it off the rim. Covington goes in and denied again. Boy, Capela's done a little bit of everything.
Yeah, he has really done the job on both ends of the floor.
They try a lob. Trey gets it back, and then a foul inside.
You know, in this game, you got to take what the defense gives you. You got to use your head. You got to think the game. This is the thinking man's game as well. And Portland right now has been taken out of that. They seem like a step slow. Yeah, still a close game, but haven't used their head that much in this game so far.
Hawks have been struggling with that 3 ball of late in this stretch where they've lost 5 out of 6. And here's Lillard with the driving lay-in to give him 24. And the Trailblazers are back within 4.
2K21.
Rated E for everyone.
As much as we talk about the wild, we seem to spend every waking hour in places that keep us away from it. So to get back to the wild, we need something built for it. The all-new Bronco 2-door, the first ever Bronco 4-door, and the adventure-ready Bronco Sport, all built wild. Meet the future of off-roading, the all-new Bronco family.
I once landed a shark with a fearsome cough. Then he spit out him who had the cough. So I gave him the fisherman's friend. That stuff will hit you like a trident to the throat. That's the honest truth.
Something smells real good.
Time for McPicks. Delicious choices under $3 plus tax.
I love cheeseburgers. Who doesn't?
Ready or not.
Gillette ProGlide and ProGlide Gel. 5 blades in a pivoting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke while washing away dirt and oil. So you're ready for the day with a clean shave and a clean face.
Sports Center, 7 days a week on TSA.
Friends, we want to take just a moment here. You know, a TV production family is much like the basketball team, much like your own family. We oftentimes see our co-workers more than we do our actual family, and we lost one of our own a couple yesterday, 2 days ago. This tragic loss to Speedy, and don't know quite how to put it into words for you, how special he meant to all of us. He was one of our replay operators, worked out of Alabama, a lot of college events in the Southeast, primarily with the Memphis Grizzlies of late. And, of course, that's in the Fox Sports Southeast family. And passed away with complications from COVID. And we're just so upset about this. He had a Diet Mountain Dew at his station every game, and all of us in the truck tonight have one at their station in honor of Michael Edwards. We knew him as Speedy, and we will miss him. We cannot believe this has happened, and we are all mourning his loss.
Speedy, wonderful guy, and it's a tough time we live in.
It really is. It just doesn't seem real.
No.
And our heart goes out to his entire family with Amber and everyone in Memphis. And just want to know that the guys in Memphis, we're thinking these thoughts tonight here and feel for everyone in our family. Free throw is good by DeAndre Hunter as we get back to the action here, 71-66. Atlanta leading the Blazers, 7:53 to play in this third period. Yeah, the Hawks, Nick, have been able to keep Portland at arm's length. You know, the lead is not as big as you would like, but you're on the road. You're on the second night of a back-to-back, and so far, so good.
Well, yeah, again, you know, it's the kind of game, you know, you had a tough game, but you can get it back just keep playing hard, come out with the energy, and the Hawks have done that tonight.
Trey's cross-court pass is intercepted by Robert Covington and promptly throws it away.
Man, what was Covington? Again, what's what I'm talking about. You got to think the game. You got to use your head. You can't come down and make plays like that. So, again, the Hawks defense has been so good on the perimeter, they force plays like that.
72-66. Hunter. And this one goes over the head of John Collins and is touched for a backcourt violation. Just the 5th turnover for the Hawks tonight.
Hawks have done a good job of protecting the basketball.
Oh. Man, we just got word that C.J. McCollum is officially out, say the Trailblazers. Capela stepped on his ankle early in the first quarter. Lillard missing. Cantor keeps it alive, but all those red shirts around, and Kevin Huerter comes away with it. Here's Trey, and a kick by Covington.
And he had John Collins wide open. And all he had to do is turn around and shoot that little jump shot there. Actually, a jump hook there. Watch John Collins. He slipped right down the lane. He was wide open.
Hunter. That's good. DeAndre's had a tough shooting night. Nails his first 3.
But he keeps playing hard. Knocks down a big 3. That's big for him because, again, it's one of those shots that give you confidence to keep shooting the ball.
75-66. Cantor rolls it home. That's a dozen for Cantor. 7-point Hawk advantage as Trey operates against Simons. Kevin Huerter gets a good look off the Capela screen.
Well, Trey is making all the right plays. He's getting you opportunities to get a good shot.
Simons thought he got fouled. No call. Trey on the toss ahead. Huerter going up. And that's going to be touched last by Covington. Solomon Hill is going to give Clint a breather. Capela's played 23 minutes, 21 points, 11 boards. Collins and Cantor with a strip and the takeaway.
Again, Hawks are getting all type of opportunity. There's Lillard trying to get to the basket there.
Tipped, controlled by Covington. 10 on the shot clock. Tipped, in. They're going to give that to Jones. He's got 6. You know, Lillard that time spotted an opening that was about, 95% smaller than the one Covington had earlier in the game, Nate, that you talked about. Here's Trey's runner. But you saw Lillard go right to the basket.
Yeah. I mean, he's trying to make something happen off the dribble because those jump shots are not going as easily as they did in that first quarter.
Huerter is called for the personal. It'll be his first. Lillard has that mindset, obviously, to score, Nick, but he's constantly looking to draw contact.
Yeah, because he's trying to get to the free throw line. He's a lot like Trey when, he gets downhill. He wants to feel that contact and try to get to the line. And the Hawks have gone small in the backcourt with Goodwin and Trey Young in the backcourt.
And there's the whistle. This will be on Goodwin. Second on Brandon.
And I think they are going to call that a rip through and not give him free throws on that shot.
Lillard, when he gets to the line, he rarely misses. He's 80 for 86 this season.
That's pretty good.
5-point ball game, Blazer ball. And Dame going baseline. Tough drive.
Well, Goodwin, you going against one of the best point guards in the NBA and Damian Lillard. You got to be ready to play against him.
What a crossover by Trey. He missed the shot but drew the foul. Boy, you blink your eyes and he was gone.
This crossover sets up a great drive by Trey. Lillard didn't know where he was. He comes at him full speed. He picks up ahead of speed, crossover all the way down.
Oftentimes, Nate, you hear coaches talk about defending Trey. They talk about pickup points. And to do that earlier than just sitting back on your heels, wait for him at the top of the game.
They always say when a guy comes at you full speed, you got to stop the ball. If you don't stop the ball, too many bad things can happen.
19 points. And Utah last night did such a good job swarming Trey, making his life miserable all over the floor. 19 points for Young after the 2 free throws as Covington knocks over Collins, gives. Jones scores. Derek Jones off the window, and the Blazers are within 3.
Both teams are fighting hard here.
Solomon Hill inside to Collins against Carmelo, puts it up and in.
They have not gone to John enough.
No, sir.
It's these smaller guys, and you got to find a way. When he gets you on, a guy on his back, that ball should be on its way.
The drive, the scoop, the miss, the rebound controlled by Collins. And we've got I believe, a technical foul.
Jones for hanging on the rim.
This is going to be on Derek Jones Jr. Technical shot by Trae Young. Gary Trent Jr., number 2. Harry Giles, number 4, coming into the game. Terry Stotts really short-handed with his bigs, with Collins and Nurkic out. .340 left in the third period. Trey somehow found Hill in the corner. Lillard's got it. Capela showing a crowd, and Goodwin picks off the pass. Takes the middle alley. Finds Hill feigning to the corner.
Oh, man. In and out.
Lillard zips across court to Trent. Now Covington.
Covington again. That's a quick shot.
And Herter on the breakout lays it in on the reverse. Timeout, Portland. Oh, Robert Covington having a nightmare from the field. 1 of 13. His latest miss results in a Herter lay-in. Trae Young end-to-end with the assist. Timeout, Portland.
Right now, a cough or cold could ruin my mission. Luckily, I have Benylin all-in-one, with fast liquid relief of my worst cough, cold, or flu symptoms. So I can take on anything that comes my way. Be unshakable with Benylin.
Is it getting too cold? Let partycasino.fun warm things up. With hundreds of free slots and exclusive games. Play now at partycasino.fun. Slot into our world.
Lunch is worth taking with new Tim's Cravables. 100% Canadian seasoned beef naturally smoked, or crispy seasoned chicken breast with creamy barbecue sauce. Try both for just $3.99 each and start loving lunch again.
You wash your hands every day, but what about your nose, the body's air filter? Navage uses powered suction to clean your nose and flush out dangerous germs. And it relieves congestion without drugs. More than 1 million sold. Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Hi, I'm Carly. With GoDaddy websites plus marketing search tools, it's easy to find my site on Google, so my business gets more attention. Pick it up, Andre. Start your website for free with GoDaddy and make your business a star.
The price badge just made it really easy to figure out what car was a great deal.
When I see the great price badge, I know I'm getting a great deal.
I felt like that's the car. It's a great deal. Go get it.
My gums have been irritated. So I asked my dentist, do I really have to worry about that? She said harmful bacteria lurk just below the gum line.
Crest Gum Detoxify works below the gum line to help neutralize harmful plaque bacteria and reverse gingivitis. Gum Detoxify from Crest.
Ready or not.
Gillette ProGlide and ProGlide Gel. 5 blades and a pivoting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke while washing away dirt and oil. So you're ready for the day with a clean.
Stay up to date on everything sports. Follow TSN on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Look at this beauty. This is the new MLK floor that will debut on Monday, MLK Day in Atlanta. The Hawks play host to the Minnesota Timberwolves at 2:30. We'll have a special day covering all the festivities. Just so pretty. We see it at State Farm Arena. It is just gorgeous. I can't wait to show it everybody around the world on Monday afternoon. Our Georgia Lottery hitting the jackpot tonight. Trae Young, he's had 5 double-figure assist games so far this season. Mr. Jokic of Denver leads the way. Then Russ in Washington with 6. And Trae's got a 20 and 10 night going here tonight. He still ranks 4th in the league in assists. Giles challenged by Capela, but he scores. Harry Giles, the third-year man out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, just a ton of knee injuries. He dropped so much of his time at Duke and since he's been in the NBA. Trae, tipped by Capela. Rebound belongs to Dame. No McCollum. So Lillard having to play a ton here in the second half. This 3 is good.
Rodney Hood got a nice pass there from Damian Lillard, and he is a good catch-and-shoot guy. Hadn't heard anything from him up to that point.
And with that, Portland cuts it to 3. And they're trying desperately to pick up the tempo defensively. This one's going to drop in for third-year man Brandon Goodwin. He's got 9, and he was a key factor, Nick, last night in the victory in Utah.
Well, you know, he was a very active guy. He was playing defense. He hit some pretty tough shots.
The game at Utah, I should say, not the victory. Maybe a victory tonight. Hawks are up by 5 and with the basketball. Deep 3 for Trae. Taken down by Rodney Hood and Portland. Melo guarded by Goodwin. Hill comes to double. They get the ball out of his hands. Trent fires and hits.
And just like that, it's a 2-point game.
Too close for comfort, my friend.
Yeah.
Coming to the end of the third period. Good to see Rodney Hood back on the floor. Coming back from that ruptured left Achilles last December 2019. Trae picks it up, finds Tony Snell. And now the Blazers come down with a chance to tie, take the lead with the 3. Lillard. Nice ball fake, twists and turns, misses, but Giles is there, but Lillard is going to go to the line.
Well, Lillard, it's so hard to guard off the dribble. You know, the Hawks have done a good job in the second half of sending another guy to get it out of his hands, but if he gets downhill like this here, he can make too many bad things happen for the defense.
As Damian goes to the line, a reminder to stay tuned with us at the end of the third quarter for Fast Break, presented by Georgia Natural Gas. Now, we talked about Lillard at the free throw line. That 93 percentile places him 8th in the NBA. He's 6th in scoring and 10th in assists. He's had 11 games, Nick, in his career where he has scored 50 or more points in a game. 11.
Well, he is a scoring point guard. He scores as well as any point guard play the game. And he's a confident player.
Tied for the 5th time tonight at 84. Rejects the screen. Snell gives it up to Hill. Solo for the baseline. And that drops in. The love of the rim from Powers above for Solomon Hill, and he's got his 8. Maybe Speedy tapped that one in. 86-84 Hawks. Final seconds of the third. Lillard driving, scoring.
Boy,
what a quick first step.
That's a determined play there.
30 for Lillard. Goodwin at the buzzer, and we've got a whistle. And a foul coming against Atlanta, I believe. Yes, it's on Goodwin.
Goodwin sticking his foot out.
Number 3 on Brandon Goodwin. And it's going to give the Blazers a shot here with 9/10 of a second. Let's see if they opt to fire one. Yes, they do, and it's going to be Melo. Too late. The dribble cost him. He put it in, but it won't count. Had he not taken the dribble, he might have beaten the clock.
Wow.
So we are right where we started. tied. Yep, in his hand, clearly. As we go to fast break, here's Jerome and Renee.
Atlanta Hawks Fast Break is presented by Georgia Natural Gas. We're Georgia's natural gas. Welcome into Fast Break, presented by G&G. Jerome and Renee here on a very special weekend here in Atlanta. Of course, it's King Day weekend. We showed you a couple of minutes ago the spectacular court the Hawks will debut on Monday. Also Monday, they will debut those spiffy MLK jerseys. Renee, have you gotten yours yet?
Oh, no, where's my jersey?
Well, I think maybe he's got it. It's not quite Sunday. We're about 14 minutes away, but God bless you anyway. The Holy Father got his King Day jersey. Pope Francis, of course, big Hawks fan. We all know that, don't we? Those are really good-looking uniforms, by the way.
Nice.
But it's a special one-hour edition. Blessings for the jersey, blessings for the team, and for all of you watching tonight as well. 1 hour edition of Hawks Live, the pregame show. We're going to salute the great Dr. Martin Luther King and, of course, all of how he has impacted everything in this great country of ours. What an amazing man. What an amazing day it should be. All right, we'll get you back to the fourth quarter after a quick word from our good friends at Georgia's Natural Gas.
If you're looking for a new gas company, team up with Georgia Natural Gas. G&G is a slam dunk with simple service and great rates. And their Greener Life program is an easy way to help protect the environment. Sign up with a gas company you can count on at gng.com.
Play 7 to tie the game at 86. And time for tonight's Allstate Good Hands for tonight, and it features Trae Young. Watch some of these incredible passes.
But it was just a thing of beauty because he kind of surveyed the defense and see how they are playing him. You're going to double him. He's going to find guys, get John Collins down low for the jump shot there. Then just blows by the defense here, step back, gets all the way to the basket, gets solo inside for a layup. And then he constantly looking up the court. If you're willing to run, he's going to find you. And he's done that all night long.
After a 38-point first quarter, Hawks cooling a bit as they scored 20 points in the third. We talked about Trae with bounce-back games. He's come through. The overall shooting 5 of 15, not up to par, but getting to the line, those marvelous assists that you see, and 20 points is good any night, anywhere.
But he's done everything else.
Yes, sir.
He's done everything else.
So we will play these final 12 minutes to decide a winner tonight here at the Moda Center. Hawks trying to split this back-to-back after falling at Utah last night. Lillard gives it up. Here's Hood for three. The lefty missing. And Tony Snell with it.
I think
for the Hawks.
I think it was the zone defense the Hawks have gone to right here. They'll make you take quick shots.
Collins, that rolled off. Giles hands it over to Damian Lillard. 30 points through three for Dame. Dribbles through, controls it. Block, taken down by Trent. Goes up, strong, and hits.
Oh, he went right in the chest. So the defense, when you drive into the basket, that's what you have to do against guys that's a little bigger than you are.
Portland has come back to take the lead. DeAndre Hunter. Rondo. Stripped. Hunter going up. And a foul.
Again, the size difference for Portland is giving them the problem with Atlanta. Their bigs are rebounding. That's a good rebound there by Hunter. He didn't wait for the ball to come. You got these guys who are space rebounders where they just go and get it, or you got them guys who are staying still and wait for the ball to come to them. Hawks are beating them to the punch.
The third Carmelo Anthony foul puts Hunter at the line. Anthony.
How he has the ability to get in the lane and make those kind of plays. You know, at 6'7", you know, and has a very nice jump shot. He can make that.
Mello. Giles and Snell battle for it. Hawks win it. The veteran Rondo in his season in a Hawks uniform. After a world championship run with the Lakers last the bubble, Herter in the corner. Not a lot of real estate to work with. And the turnover. And a loose ball foul, too.
Well, these are some of the better defensive sequence you've seen from Portland. In the first half, they didn't play heads-up defense like that.
Foul number 3 on Clint Capela.
See the cutoff there on Kevin Herter. Didn't give him a chance to get a shot. And inside, good denial there. Good overplay by Giles.
And Hunter being he's cut. Hawks have to fix it, call a timeout or substitute.
I think he's good. Play will resume here.
Derek Jones Jr. And to Lillard. Hawks with some pressure. Jones gets it to Cantor. Boy, he goes tumbling out of bounds. Snell, Cantor missed it.
Wow, he was right there. That was a easy shot.
Hawks have numbers. Bounce across. And we've got a technical foul on Terry Stotts, and he is letting the young referee, Evan Scott, have it. Even through the mask, they could hear what he was complaining about.
Well, it wasn't too favorable.
DeAndre Hunter will shoot the technical. Now Terry pleading his case to Brian Forte.
I'm trying to figure out what was the technical for. Why was he so upset? Cantor missed an easy shot down the other end.
Still a 1-point Hawk lead as Kevin gets into the paint. Little leaner. Rebound belongs to Derek Jones Jr. .8:35 left. Lillard tripped going through. Second foul on Kevin. We're looking for clues what led to that technical, and it may have been the crash and collision and two men going out of bounds that infuriated Terry.
There wasn't much to that play at all.
Nice by Gary Trent Jr.
Hadn't heard a lot from Trent Jr. He's knocked down a 3 and that 2 there, but that's to the extent of it.
Dad once played here in Portland.
Oh, let me tell you, his dad was a physical guy. He was physical.
Were you on the receiving end?
Well, I guarded him a few times. He had to guard me on the other end, though.
Here's Lillard. This one pops out and over the back for Cantor. And he barks about the call.
I try not to make it too easy for him, guys like that, you want to make them work. But see the rebound here, Cantor reaches over DeAndre Hunter, and clearly a foul. Guys think that they never foul. They really do. But the ref thinks otherwise.
But Nick, the camera never blinks, so.
And it never lies.
We got that tape. Rondo blocked by Cantor. And that no whistle, so we play on. Melo, the pull-up three is good. Timeout Atlanta. Carmelo Anthony, who's been shooting 44% behind the arc this season, nails his first three of the night. And Portland takes a 4-point advantage at 94-90 with 7:32 left.
Online privacy is not about hiding. It's about protecting. Your data is valuable. It can be collected, sold, or stolen. Take the first step towards online privacy. Get NordVPN.
If a new vehicle is what you need, a Ford SUV is where it starts. During the Ford year-end event, join us for great offers on the vehicles you want with features you'll love. It may be the new year, but there's still time to great offers on Ford SUVs. Contact your local Ford store today.
To the people who are too afraid to try KFC's plant-based sandwich, who tremble at its crispiness, shiver at its tenderness, and gasp at its juiciness, you good?
It's your thing. Do what you want to do. I can tell you. It's your thing. Do what you want to do.
Tonight, I'll be eating roasted cauliflower tacos with spicy chipotle sauce. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't ready.
You want cheese to go with that wine?
My gums have been irritated, so I asked my dentist, do I really have to worry about that? She said harmful bacteria lurk just below the gum line.
Crest Gum Detoxify works below the gum line to help neutralize harmful plaque bacteria and reverse gingivitis. Gum Detoxify from Crest.
Polident Cleaning Challenge #1. No matter how often you brush your partial with toothpaste, Polident will still give you a better clean, as it kills 10 times more bacteria than regular toothpaste. There's clean, and there's Polident Clean.
Bring on Super Bowl Sunday. Get into it February 7th on CTV.
Lights, camera, action over here, boy. I'm the paparazzi's finest. Sit back and watch the show. I'm the king of this jungle. They call me Mufasa.
In the streets. The Hawks and Blazers come to the wire. 7:32 to play fourth quarter, and Dominique Wilkins and fans, this is the matchup to watch down the stretch.
This is these are the two guys that's going to take their teams home. Trae Young back in the game, and he's going to be aggressive on the offensive end.
Floater from 14 finds its way home. 94-92. Carmelo. That's good. Boy, Carmelo's hit a couple of big shots here in the fourth quarter.
And he's done that his whole career.
Trae has used his dribble. Gets it back. Off the Capela screen. Pulls the three ball. Blazers by 4.
You want to stay within your game, Bob. You just want to keep playing your style of basketball.
And there's the foul on Clint. This is going to put Anthony at the line.
Well, Anthony, and I said this in the first quarter, that big boy type of basketball where you put on the floor and you go right to the chest of a shot blocker and create some contact.
That is the 4th team foul on the Hawks. And the veteran Anthony to the foul line. Teammates of Capela in Houston. First shot, no good. Our Taco Bell take. Coming up next, the most three-pointers made this season. CJ with 63, Damian with 49.
Quite a few three-pointers early in the season.
Amazing shooting.
Carmelo's a good free throw shooter. Missed his first one. See if he can give the Hawks one more.
No, not this time. 89%er this season at the stripe for Anthony. He's in double figures. And the Blazers lead it by 5. Trey keeps the dribble alive. Hunter off the screen. Got it.
Man, that's a huge bucket there. DeAndre Hunter, he had so much confidence in his mid-range game. And again, it just gets you easy twos. You know, you just use that screen, come off, nice rhythm shot.
Blazers by 3, halfway through the final frame. And now we got a whistle on Solomon Hill. You see Lloyd Pierce on the sideline saying, hey, Melo had him hooked. Locked the arm, but the foul goes against Atlanta and Solomon Hill. And this is going to put the Blazers on the line as the Hawks move into the penalty. Now a quick message from Dunkin' Donuts.
It's time to get back in the game.
You rarely ever see that, especially late in games.
Number 14 on the all-time NBA scoring list is Carmelo Anthony. Nick, he's breathing right down your neck.
Well, 18 years opposed to 14 and a half. He should.
I hear you, brother. Trey gets a whistle. Second foul on Gary Trent Jr.
Trey got him on a string here. Trent Jr. getting a little bit too handsy. Refs called the foul.
23rd point for Trae Young. Terry Stotts and the Blazers struggled most of the night with the Hawks, but Nick, Atlanta's offense has really slowed up considerably. Trae putting in the second foul shot. Atlanta scored 38 points in the first quarter tonight. But this hasn't turned out to be the up-and-down game we saw at the outset.
No, it hasn't. But, you know, one of the things, too, is that those 2 missed free throws by Carmelo, it may come into play. It may come into play.
Second chance for Portland on the Cantor offensive rebound, and the 3-ball goes for Gary Trent Jr.
That's a huge 3-point shot there for Portland.
101-96. Hunter trying to get it off. Tough shot. And it gets stuck. We'll jump it.
There's a wedgie.
We've had a wedgie back-to-back nights.
Well, I'm thinking of Hawks.
And it's so late at night for that to happen.
Yeah, it is. The shot here gets wedged in there, I thought, by Cantor. Got his hand on it. But I'm thinking Hawks will win this tip here.
Capela and Melo at the center circle.
Well, what's wrong?
And, well, you're just 0 for 1. Not the end of the world.
It's early. It's early. Lillard, he's going to go one-on-one here. Right.
Loops it over to Jones. He fires and misses.
That's the guy you want to take that shot.
Trey on the bounce. Capela jams. That's the magic we saw in the first quarter.
I'm surprised that Damian Lillard gave up that ball. If it wasn't a double team, usually he would go one-on-one.
23 points for Clint Capela. 3-point ball game with 4:23. Trent again, good again.
Now that's a gutsy shot there by Trent. Gutsy shot.
Boy, he is so improved as a three-point shooter. He's hit 2 big threes back-to-back here. Trey gets in. Rolled it off the rim. Tip no good. Rebound Portland. Bounce out to Lillard. Here come the Blazers leading by 6 with 3:55. On the lob to Derrick Jones Jr. Timeout Atlanta.
He came flying out of the corner.
Whoa, the former slam dunk winner on the run out. And the high wire act at the Moda Center. Long lead from Damian. Right on the money to Derrick Jones Jr.
Sports fans are gearing up at NBAStore.ca, the official store of the NBA, and the largest assortment of NBA fan gear anywhere. With unique, one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics and authentic fan gear, the latest styles for all the players you love. Don't wait, shop now and get today's special offer. NBAStore.ca, a Fanatics experience.
We live in a pretty packed house. We have myself, my kids, my husband, and my in-laws. We're always looking for savings. When I go to Walmart, there's always something left over. Unfortunately, this year, Zach's graduation was canceled. From the savings that we get from Walmart, I was able to do a graduation party at home. I managed to pick up balloons, the plates. I picked up enough stuff to make a makeshift runway, get him his cap and gown, make him feel special. Walmart always comes through for us.
Do you have what it takes to make it to the top? Put your knowledge to the test. Join WilliamHillFree.net to lock in your predictions. Make your mark at WilliamHillFree.net.
Do you have dry, cracked hands from constant washing, cold weather, and hard work? Try O'Keefe's Working Hands. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keefe's for healthy feet. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked feet.
You want me to grab you something from McD's drive-thru?
I will have a double patty triple bun bacon burger, please. You just leave it on the doorstep.
I'm sorry, a what?
A double patty triple bun bacon.
You mean a Big Mac bacon?
Nope, I refuse to call it that. Add bacon. It is not a Big Mac.
Oh, you make it so hard to be your friend sometimes.
Ready or not. Gillette Pro Glide and Pro Glide Gel. 5 blades and a pivoting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke while washing away dirt and oil. So you're ready for the day.
Print on this game.
Yes, he has. He's everywhere. Been on the offensive. His defense has been outstanding. And just put his imprint on game. Nice steal there, playing the passing lanes. Gets a dunk at the other end. But I just love the way he's moving without the basketball. He's willing to run more than anybody else, and he's getting rewarded for running down the middle of the floor.
He's our Georgia natural gas who's hot. And a big night for Clint with 23 points, 13 rebounds, and he's blocked 4 shots. For more, here's Kelly.
Guys, earlier in the week, Trey saying that both Clint and JC just really makes his job a lot easier. It's just all about making the right play. He knows someone should be open on almost every single play, especially when they're in the pick and roll. But we saw just now, as Nick was saying, if the big fella's going to run the floor, he's going to pay him off as well. So I think he's having a lot of fun with those two on the floor with him, and certainly in these situations.
And the Hawks were having fun, Kelly and Nick and fans. They shot 71% in the first quarter. Looked great, but since then, 36% and a 16-point lead at one point tonight has gone away, and now the Hawks are up against it, trailing by 8 with under 4 to play.
Well, a Portland Trailblazer team, Bob, that not really known for their defense. I thought they played pretty solid defense in the second half. They forced the Hawks into taking some very tough shots. They did more rotating in the second half than I saw them in the first half. So they have really done a nice job of pushing the Hawks out of their comfort zone.
This timeout has lasted so long, the coaches need guest speakers.
Well, you're trying to cool off the Trailblazers, too, so take all the time you need.
A second timeout was taken by Portland.
Hawks need a score here. They really need to score to keep things close.
106-98. Big possession here for the Hawks and Trae Young. Trae gets in. It's blocked by Cantor. Taken away by Lillard.
Lillard is not going to be in a hurry.
He drives it, gets smothered, and it's knocked out of bounds. 17 to shoot.
Well, that's not what Coach Pierce wanted out of the timeout. But again, Cantor defensively getting his hands active, knocked the ball away.
Long lob, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. Do that in the last 2 minutes, but not now. 3:38 to play.
Big turnover there.
So, one mistake begats another, and we're right back where we were coming out of the timeout.
First of all, at this point in the game, you want a big guy taking the ball out of bounds. You don't want your best player or your best scorer taking the ball out of bounds in those situations.
5-man takes it out, right, Nick?
5 or 4. Take the ball out of bounds. Get it to your shooters.
106-98.
Because you want a guy like Damian Lillard running to the ball.
Herter left alone, but could not connect. It remains 106-98.
Well, this is a big possession for Portland, too. They score here. It makes it tough for the Hawks.
And it's Melo for 3. Trae to Hunter. Good hands by Lillard. Too good. He fouled him.
Hey, 3 minutes, a long time. You're up 8, Portland, but it's a lot of time left, and clearly a foul there.
Both teams are over the limit. So DeAndre Hunter lines it up at the foul line. He's had a superb month of January, averaging 18 points a game, shooting 54% from the field and 90% at the foul line. Really coming into his own in his second NBA season.
And every night he comes out and does exactly what you expect him to do. Right on track there with his average this year, along with 6 rebounds.
Blazers have gone the second half without McCollum. Injured ankle in the first quarter. Came back in the game, but could not go to the post in the second half. Offensive rebound for Jones. He's surrounded, and Herter takes it away. And he's fouled.
That's a silly foul. Silly foul there by Portland. You're leaving the door open for the Atlanta Hawks. Trent takes a tough, long three-pointer, but Jones in there to get the rebound, trying to, keep it away from the Hawks. Should have dribbled the ball out. And then you foul Kevin Herter.
There's a 78% free throw shooter. Doesn't get to the line that often. His first visit tonight.
Big free throws there. Knocked down the first one. But this is still anybody's game.
Baker's dozen for Herter. 106-102 Portland, 2:45.
Well, the Hawks are doing a good job of getting the ball out of Lillard's hands.
Hunter, outstanding defender, has drawn the assignment. Damian whips it to the corner. Jones. Rebound Cantor. Carmelo. And again, offensive rebound. Trent misses. Hawks have it, down by 4. Here comes Trae. And his pass intended for Herter, picked off, and then a foul. Or kick. I think the ball was kicked.
But that possession by Portland could have been disastrous. You'd had 3 shots, and you've taken 3 threes. Nobody made advancement to the basket other than Damian Lillard.
Pass intended for Kevin Herter results in a turnover. Now the Blazers with the ball, 2:10 left in a 4-point game.
And this is a big possession. It's still a big possession here for Portland. They got to get a score.
And we've got a 8-second backcourt violation against Portland. How does that happen?
Well, it's not paying attention as teammates. You cannot leave him there alone. When your man doubles, you got to get to an open spot where he can have an outlet. Like I said, you're leaving the door open for Atlanta.
Hawks have to make a pay. Capela screens. Trey. Hunter back to Young. Trey gets in. Flips it up and off. Tip is good by Capela. 106 to 104 with 1:43.
Hawks, all they need is to stop and come down and run their plays.
Lillard. The whistle on DeAndre Hunter. He seeks contact.
Damian Lillard off the spin, and he saw a little opening, took the contact.
Lillard has not scored in the fourth quarter until now. His 31st point. 7 of 7 at the line. And he's right on his number. He gets to the line just over 7 times a game. Boy, look at the wrestling match as the free throw goes in. Cantor and Capela. 108-104 Blazers. 90 seconds left.
Trey thought about shooting that ball.
Fires the three. And the rebound to the Blazers.
I don't know about that shot. You really didn't need that shot right now because you still got plenty of time.
Lillard. Herder defending. Gets rid of it. Trent, baseline 2. Hawks ball. Another opportunity.
Yes, another tough shot.
Transition screen. Trey takes it to the baseline. Cantor chases him all the way to the corner. Trey trying to go to his bag of tricks. Puts it up and in. That cuts it to 2. 47 seconds left.
I can't tell you that last possession by Portland how important it was. But defense on the perimeter forces Trent into a tough shot.
Lillard needs some help. Floats it over to Anthony. Gets it back. 8 seconds, 7. Collins on him. Lillard gives it up. Carmelo, 4, 3 to shoot. Anthony short. Rebound Collins. Out it comes to Trey. Hawks can take the lead right here. It is no good. Tip no, and it's out to Atlanta. And we're down to 18.5.
Another missed opportunity there for Portland to come up with the rebound.
And now the Hawks are going to take a timeout. We will take a quick break and return to the Motor Center. 2-point Portland lead. To 106, Portland with 18.5. And Nick, you've talked so often tonight about opportunities for Atlanta, and Portland just keeps dodging bullets here.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, they've had like 4 or 5 situations in the last 3.5 minutes where they can control their own destiny, but just not smart basketball. And the Hawks put the pressure on out front and forced them into taking some really, really tough shots. So what Portland is doing is playing not to lose instead of playing to win. And that what I mean by that, they're playing very conservative style of basketball.
The Hawks have gotten their timeout back, it appears. Well, now it shows just 1 left. We're trying to figure out if they're looking to see who touched it last between Jones and Herder on the baseline.
Well, it looked like to me from our view that it was Jones who touched it last.
Only 18.8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's take another look here.
It was definitely Jones. Definitely Jones who touched that ball last.
Hawks Live. We'll wrap it all up. Post-game edition with Jerome and Renee. The outcome here still in doubt with 18.8 seconds remaining. The Hawks have the ball. John Collins back out there for the Hawks. And out there for Lloyd, he's got the 5 men who started the game, and Kevin Huerter is going to put it in. 14 on the shot clock. Capela hands it over. Trey drives, dishes. Huerter lays it up. Oh, we got an offensive foul on Trae Young.
No.
The Blazer bench erupts. Let's see.
Trey, a nice drive here. Damian Lillard gets set, yeah. Pretty good call.
And it looks like the Hawks are going to challenge it. Lillard got out of the restricted area.
But looking at it a second time, Lillard was moving just a little.
Now, you don't have to be a statue to take a charge.
Yeah, that's true.
And you see the Portland bench. But now the Hawks, I believe, are challenging this. Hard to tell here on the when we're on the road and doing this remotely. But we'll see what they come up with at the table. It's 108-106 with 14.5.
Maybe the Hawks get a little luck here. They might look at the movement there by Lillard, but he was outside the restrictive area.
Now, he was clearly outside.
By a long shot.
And here's the call. That's the offensive foul stands, if I could hear Brian correctly.
The Hawks have to go for a steal or...
And now the Blazers are going to take a timeout. So Trey with the offensive foul, and a shame too, Neek, because Huerter had the lay-in to tie the game.
Yeah, he did.
Well, as we await the resumption here for the final 15.5, a reminder about our Monday game. Sure, a quick turnaround, coast-to-coast red-eye for the team, and then a day game on Monday. Our coverage begins at 1:30 with a special 1-hour Hawks Live on MLK Day. Lots of festivities for you. And then a 2:30 tip between the Hawks and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Look at this beautiful display at Hawks Shop. It's going to be quite a day on Monday, and we'll be thrilled to present it to you. We sure wish we had fans with us at State Farm Arena, but we're still a few weeks away from that. But a special day nonetheless, particularly here in Dr. King's hometown of Atlanta. 108-106, entry to Lillard, and he's going to get fouled by DeAndre Hunter. That stops the clock with 13.6. You can throw it in the backcourt in the last 2 minutes.
Well, one guy you want at the free throw line is Damian Lillard, but 90% from the free throw line, so there's a 10% chance he's going to miss this.
I will go with 7%.
Okay.
He's a 93% shooter at the line. Bends the knees.
Oh, man.
Nick, if you weren't sticking pins in that voodoo doll, you almost got it.
Almost was there.
This is the big one right here. This could take it to 4. 13.6. Hawks have a timeout left. He gets a book. Hawks will play it.
Well, one thing you don't want to do is foul on a three-point shot if you're the Portland Trailblazers.
And Herter turns it over. Lillard's going to get fouled here by Hunter to stop it with 5 seconds. Let's see what happened on that play, because Kevin was with arms outstretched. And he's saying something to the officials. See what we can see here, Neek.
Well, he's saying Lillard pushed him, but there's not much contact there. And there's Jones there to pick it up.
Now Damian can cement it. I think they're saying the ball went off Cantor's foot, but it has to be intentional. Let's see. No, it is knee, if anything. 111, 112 to 106. And that's going to bring a timeout for Atlanta. And we'll take a break as the Blazers go up 6 with 5 seconds left.
Have you heard we have a new dark roast?
Another one of them again?
I know a lot of people are skeptical because we've tried it a few times. And so this was our 2014 dark roast.
Watery with a bitter aftertaste.
Is that too mean? Our 2017. Well, that's much worse.
Ooh, they just lost out on that year altogether.
Moment of truth, 2021.
At jackpotcity.net, you can do amazing things with just one casino chip. Discover a world of incredible casino games with over 300 high-quality online slot games, including the world-renowned progressive jackpot slot Mega Moolah. Play for free at jackpotcity.net and get treated as a VIP 24/7. So visit jackpotcity.net today on your tablet, laptop, or mobile. Jackpotcity.net, a whole world of casino games.
Tonight, I'll be eating chicken tikka masala with garlic naan. Cheers.
I win again. Patrick. That's Sir Patrick. Ooh, sir.
You don't become a 117-year-old auto manufacturer by refusing to change. You do it by building change. That's why we're proud to announce our plans to build full battery electric vehicles in Canada, and why we've set a goal to use 100% renewable energy across all our global manufacturing plants by 2035. We're taking a stand for the planet. Are you along for the ride? Build the unexpected. Built Ford proud.
Hey, check your doorstep. Nice. A Big Mac bacon. Yeah, bacon. It's not a Big Mac.
Oh, you make it so hard to be your friend sometimes, man.
I once landed a shark with a fearsome cough. Then he spit out me long-lost brother, Jim. It was Jim who had the cough, so I gave him the fisherman's friend. That stuff will hit you like a trident to the throat. That's the honest truth.
Those the feet of C.J. McCollum. When he went in for that layup a second ago, he got stepped on by Clint Capela, but C.J. is going to stay in the game. You'll see it here as he comes down. Watch Clint right there.
That could have been worse.
He did not sit during the timeout. Stayed up, kept the ankle moving, the feet moving to stay loose, and he's going to stay in the game. They score so effortlessly, it seems. C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard.
Well, the Hawks got to keep just moving the ball and attacking. Again, Portland's not a great defensive team, so you can get what you want. It's got to be patient with your offense and run the plays that's going to help you try to steal one here.
Carmelo Anthony's in. He whips the pass inside to Jones, who lays it home. Carmelo now in his 18th NBA season.
At jackpotcity.net, you can do amazing things with just
Dame serving it up. Jones Jr. filling it up.
about fit and the process that will go through that. But I think this end of the court really is also the switching scheme that we saw in the early part of the year. But these are all the things that is the work in progress that we'll continue to see.
Durant, count it, and a foul. Kevin Durant gets helped up off the floor by Joe Harris and James Harden, and a chance at a three-point play.
Square up.
Love stays still.
Point play.
Square up. Isolation, the single coverage. Nice job, and you see no room to land there for Durant. Is it crazy to you that now it feels like we've become accustomed to seeing Kevin Durant, the newness of James Harden?
Yeah.
Now that's
well, yeah, Durant's a net veteran.
Right. It's like he's been around forever.
That is 3 fouls on James Ennis III. 12-10 Magic. Khem Birch is in. So Orlando can go with his bigger lineup, Vucevic and Birch. Vucevic rimming no. Rebounded by Green. Green also was a part of that Oklahoma City squad. Harden. Off the fake. Harris, deep three. Oh, yeah. Joe Harris has got a new haircut, but it doesn't affect his jumper.
I was wondering why Jolie. I thought it's because he didn't have the headband on. Is the headband for the hair to keep it back?
Oh, Jordan, get it out of there on Cole Anthony. No, I think you got it cleaned up. Birch, the push shot goes. Yeah, I don't want to.
A lot of newness.
I don't want to allude to the idea that his hair was a bit unkempt.
My rule is I do not talk about people's hair because I don't want them talking about my hair.
All right, fair point. Clearly, that's not my rule.
You've got a perfect quaff.
Harden, kick. Harris again. He's got it. A three for Joe Harris.
Locked and loaded. This is the benefit of playing alongside so many weapons on the floor. It's going to be spaced. It's going to be open. And you're going to have to pick your poison when you're a defense of who you're going to help and cheat off of.
That's 9 for Harris. Kick. Anthony short on the three. In transition, Harden. Scopes it out. Hot hand. Rims out. Vucevic the board. That's led by 2, 5.5 to go in this first quarter. Harris playing with those 2 fouls. Orlando 1 of 8 from 3, now 2 out of 9. Vucevic drains it.
Of all the things he keeps getting better at each and every year, Vucevic shooting over 41% from 3. He's been so effective from deep.
Jeff Green, post-up opportunity, and he just cured bacon.
Oh, we're starting early, Bertie.
Hey, why not? It's a Saturday.
Sizzling Saturday.
18-17, Birch jumper, snagged by Jordan. Now it's Harden. Durant the ball fake. Durant hangs, and a foul called in the paint. Fouls piling up for the Magic.
Everyone's getting in on the action. James Harden to Joe Harris, a deep one, straight on. And then this time, Kevin Durant with the assist. Almost the same spot. Harris is on fire.
Nets basketball on Yes is brought to you by the Brooklyn Nets app. Download it in the App Store or through Google Play today. By your local Ford stores. Visit buyfordnow.com for more information. And by FanDuel Sportsbook. More ways to win. First quarter action here in Brooklyn. So he's the new guy, James Harden. He has taken the fewest shots of any of the starters. Fitting in, certainly very polite. Landry Shamet has now come into the lineup with Brown and Luwawu Cabarrot, and Kevin Durant with a chance to convert on a free throw.
And that's part of it, especially when it comes to James Harden. But for all of these pieces, I think there's so much anticipation, excitement, enthusiasm from all of us. But they understand that there's a long road to get to the point they want to get to. And easing their way into it is going to be part of that.
Officiating crew tonight, Bill Kennedy, Derek Richardson, and Fanisi Ransom. Vucevic, the turnaround. Rebounded by Jordan. Brown didn't know that pass might have been intended for TLC. Terrence Ross is in now for the Magic. Roll to the rim. Jordan had it knocked away and stolen by Bacon. Anthony, post pass, Vucevic. Durant draws the assignment. And the baby hook for Nikola Vucevic. High man with 9.
Tough shot. And he's continued to expand his array of moves, footwork, play so well with his back to the basket.
Durant, short. Rebounded by Ross. Magic trying to go back in front here. Birch, mismatch over Shamet for 2.
Birch has size, and beware of Birch on the glass. He was an absolute monster against Boston. 12 rebounds.
Shamet forced a circle with defenders underneath. 21-20 Magic. Find the open man. Shamet connects a 3.
How nice is that to see? And Landry Shamet started to pick up some momentum in that Knicks game. And for him, he has talked about it. He understands he's a shooter. He's going through a stretch where he has been struggling from the field. You like the fact that there was no hesitation in his shot because the Nets are going to need him. That's a factor in what he does on the floor, being able to open it up.
Birch fills the lane and a whistle. Foul called. Free throws coming up for Cam Birch when we come back to Brooklyn.
Back here in Brooklyn, Nets leading the Magic by 2. Our thoughts are with Karl Anthony Towns. You remember back in April, he lost his mom due to complications from COVID-19. And now he shared yesterday he's battling COVID himself. He posted this on social media yesterday. I pray every day that this nightmare of the virus will subside, and I beg everyone to continue to take it seriously by taking all of the necessary precautions. He finished with, I will beat this. Karl Anthony Towns attended St. Joseph's High School in Metuchen, New Jersey. Now, the Brooklyn Nets sent out a thank you in all the New York newspapers, just showing appreciation for the players who called Brooklyn home. Jared Allen, Karis LeVert, Rodions Kurucs, and Torian Prince. It's a classy gesture there by players, again, who gave a lot to the franchise, particularly J.A. and Karis. Now, speaking of Karis, of course, dealt to the Indiana Pacers. He will be out indefinitely after an MRI revealed a small mass on his left kidney during a physical prior to finalizing the 4-team trade. LeVert is going to undergo further medical tests, and more details will follow as needed. Our thoughts and prayers with him as well. Bert?
Yeah, no doubt, Michael. And thank goodness that was discovered, because if you just think about a timetable, there would have been no physical for Karis LeVert unless he was traded. And this is something that would have gone undetected for a long period of time.
Without a doubt, the human side of things. And Karis LeVert was beloved here. And, of course, all of our prayers and best thoughts are with him.
Reggie Perry is in the game. We're going to see him a lot more. Durant, the turnaround. Another hit from Kevin Durant. 9 points for Durant, 25-22, Brooklyn. Gordon back in, tried the back door. It's intercepted by Durant. They wanted a kick ball. Durant, the bounce, and it was offline, looking for TLC. Turnover, Brooklyn.
And just, once again, we talk about this so often, but once Kevin Durant squares you up and faces you, there's nothing you could do but hope that he misses it. I mean, that's unguardable. And that's against a guy, Aaron Gordon, 6'8". He's got size. You put his hands up, but because of the height, because of the release point, he's just too good.
Jordan Bone is in. First time for the Magic. James Harden returns for the Nets. He replaces Kevin Durant. Foul away from the ball on Bruce Brown, who is coming off a fantastic game in the victory over the Knicks. 15 points, 14 rebounds. Nets shot 48% in that game, and that also is skewed based on what they did down the stretch. Didn't finish strong against New York. Shamet trying to use his body with Gordon. Mismatch. Bully ball. Kick it out. Off the miss. Ricochets to Shamet. Harden to the cutter. The layup goes for Reggie Perry.
Man, James Harden makes it look so easy. I mean, that may have been the first time they've slapped hands. I'm not sure how much time Harden and Perry have had together, but it's so nice to watch.
Leak out. Harden will get his hands on it, and they will jump it up. Gary Clark is in the game for Orlando as Steve Clifford tries to mix and match.
It's so nice to watch the ease in which Harden makes the game for his teammates. And clearly, you're looking at a ball screen. Two players are going to collapse and have their focus on James Harden. Reggie Perry is a player that those in the Nets organization have talked about and have been high on since watching him during camp. And this goes back to the fact with the loss of Jared Allen, he's going to be needed and he's going to have his opportunity.
Magic control it. Nets opened up 1 of 7 from the field. They're up to 50% shooting. The bump, give up. 2-man game, Birch with Gordon. Stripped for a moment by Shamet, but he recovers for the fadeaway. 27-24, Brooklyn. Harden, step back, off the rim. Screen, pull up, Bone. Yes. I'll make that Terrence Ross on the pull up, Jay. Now in his 9th year in the NBA. Been struggling with that shot of late. Shamet takes the lane, and it's blocked by Birch. Rebound knocked to the outside. Bone gets him into a set. Now lines it up. Long rebound tracked down by Shamet. Harden taking his time. He has attempted 2 shots, yet to make one. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 minutes. 4-second difference, shot clock to game clock. Perry trying to set a high screen. Harden is fouled. This is what the man does. He is a professional at getting to the free throw line.
And that's what professional scorers do. And an elite level player that can do it all. But this is a major aspect of how James Harden attacks you. And it's hard to stop him. Talked about how strong he is when he is on the attack. But he gets himself to the line and does so frequently, 9, 10, 11 times a game. And that will add up. Interesting to see, too, with Steve Nash, and this is all a feel-out process, I'm sure, for him in the rotation, but how early on now he's staggering Kevin Durant and James Harden on the floor, if that will continue to at least have one of them.
First points in a Nets uniform, James Harden. Final seconds, Gordon tosses it up, bank shot, no. And we go to the second quarter with the Nets in front, 29-26. It's a new look in Brooklyn. Monday night on Yes, catch an all-new episode of Yankees Hot Stove, latest Bombers off-season moves. We've got you covered here on Yes. Monday, 7 o'clock. Things heating up. Certainly warm in here with James Harden wearing a Nets uniform. All of this happened very quickly, although Harden's name was mentioned in trade rumors before the season even started. It appeared the Nets were heavily involved. Then it cooled off. It reached a boiling point with Houston. And the Rockets decided it was untenable and irreparable. And the Nets were ready for an offer. Shot clock winding down. Gordon on the kick. Clark drains it from the outside. Gary Clark now in his 3rd year in the NBA out of Cincinnati.
It's a nice ball movement on the part of the Magic. And despite playing last night against Boston and in Boston, they've done a nice job of really having a flow to their offense in moments.
Harden, hard double. Perry on the perimeter. Lost it for a moment. Back to Harden. What a find! But the corkscrew doesn't go for Luau Cabarro. The pull-up is pure for Terrence Ross. You question for a moment who these two teams are with these uniforms. Shamet off.
double take. Well, we got Oklahoma State and who else?
Yeah, I want to hear the second part.
I'm still trying to think of it. I don't know any other tie-dye uniforms.
Cam Birch off the rim. Magic up by 2. Early stages, second quarter. Loop it ahead. Dangerous pass by Harden. Intercepted. Here comes Bone. Gordon on a dump down. Shamet did not have the type of position you needed, and he doesn't have the physical stature to deal with Birch. So Kem Birch has come in, and he's made some things happen. 7 points. Harden, the Euro for 2. The beard going to the basket.
And this has been an ease-in process for James Harden. What did he do coming into the game? Tried to facilitate, get everyone touches, make sure everyone was feeling the ball. And now I think we're going to start to see him turn it on a little bit more with his aggressiveness to look for his own shot.
He has led the NBA in scoring each of the last 3 seasons. Ross way outside, overplay by Brown. Help there from Perry, and the rainbow jumper goes for Terrence Ross.
Terrence Ross can heat up, and he could do so quickly. And when he starts scoring, he could do it in bunches.
35-31, Magic. Luau Cabarro picked up by Clark. Screen from Perry. Disjointed set here. Perry didn't realize that pass was intended for him. Can Harden clean it up? Off the rim. Bone with the board. Bone with a head of steam. Shamet got a hand and intercepts. Harden accelerates to the hoop. James Harden.
The change of speed from James Harden is so fun to watch, and for a defender, impossible to figure out what he's going to do. And that's all about his reads. I mean, his brilliance with the basketball in his hands. You see the Euro. He can get past players, the body control that comes along with it. But right there, he could be at a certain pace and speed, and all of a sudden, when he sees that gap, turns on the jets, and it's good night.
Aaron Gordon at the free throw line. James Harden has now logged 13 minutes, the most on the team. So Steve Nash was asked prior to the game, minutes restriction, and he said, we'll see. We don't want to run the battery down on our new Christmas gift.
I chuckled at that. Doing so again, but that's a factor in it. It is no secret. The part of James Harden getting here is going to be about getting himself back into the conditioning that he expects to be at.
Landry Shamet claiming, I did not touch it. Panizzi Ransom saw it differently. So it's called a double tip. 7th turnover. They had only 6 the other night against the Knicks. Bone will loop it for Gordon. 7 to shoot. Switch. Green extends. Gordon can't hit the 3. Harden pokes it over to Brown. That's trying to find their rhythm here offensively. For the tie? No. Rebound Green. Didn't see Ross there, but the Nets retain. 7 to shoot. The roll to the rim by Green. Foul called. No shots, though. It'll be team foul number 2 on the Magic. Magic bench has outscored Brooklyn 16-5. And we'll get some changes here. Shamet will sit. Kevin Durant will check in. Tyler Johnson is available. He had been out because of COVID safety protocols. Harden kick. Luau Cabarro. Rims out. Nets lost 3 out of 4 against Orlando last season. The Magic just had their number. Vucevic short. Nets are down to 38% shooting. Kevin Durant changes that in a hurry. Book it for 3.
Most of the efficiency numbers change when it comes to Kevin Durant and what he does on the floor.
Tighter defense there from Brown on Ross. Screen Vucevic. Clark for 2. Rimming out. Rebound Vucevic. Hands it to Gordon, who slams it down. Gordon, a high flyer.
And that's an area that Orlando will take advantage. They are excellent on the offensive glass, second in the league in offensive rebounds. And that's an area that the Nets, prior to this, they've struggled.
Harden goes behind the back. Green straight away. Yes, sir. James Harden. He has got a tremendous feel. Steve Nash said he is brilliant at reading the floor and using his instincts. Gordon had it knocked away, and the Nets come away with it. 3-on-2 developing. Brown shifting gears, and he put it over Durant's head, out of bounds. Durant thought Brown was going to take it all the way in for the layup attempt.
I want you to watch James Harden's eyes in this play. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking, gets it back, wide open. Look for Jeff Green, thanks to the courtesy of James Harden.
Join BSG Global for an MLK Day virtual discussion with panelists including Anna King III. The front of the shirt features the words from MLK's timeless I Have a Dream speech at the March on Washington, August 28, 1963, while the back reads, Honor King, with the lettering adorned with Dr. King Jr.'s signature. Both messages are printed in a font derived from the carried signs used in Dr. King Jr.'s Memorial March on April 8, 1968. Bert?
All right, Michael, thank you very much. Nets will be in action. Martin Luther King Day, taking on the Milwaukee Bucks here in Brooklyn. That game will be on TNT. Out of the timeout, Bone. Kick it out, Bacon. And it's rebounded by Brown. Oahu Cabarro will go cross court, extra feed. Harris, corner J. Yes, Joe Harris got a three.
It's a beautiful thing to watch. A nice leak out by TLC, the quick advancement of Bruce Brown. And it's going to be interesting to see just the tempo, the pace of this group, how that's able to vary depending on what the lineup looks like.
74 straight games with a three for Joe Harris. Double team on Vucevic. Ball fake. And a step back J for Gary Clark. The Magic last in the NBA in three-point shooting, 31.9%. They're shooting 27% from three over this four-game losing streak. Nice denial there by Bacon, but Brown gets it back. Durant, shooting practice, rims out. It's almost surprising when he misses it.
Every time I think it's going in.
Vucevic, too strong. 42-41, Brooklyn. Kevin Durant takes the opening and blows the layup. Ball movement leads to the Ross three, and Harris with the board. Durant upsetted himself on that missed lay-in. Harris is the high man along with Durant, 12 apiece. Lob it, Green, kick. Harris open again, short. Long rebound, tracked down by Clark. Lead feed for Bone. Lob it, nobody there, and Brown couldn't save it cleanly.
And just a feel off the break and transition, you're going to see Joe Harris is in the corner, and Kevin Durant aware that as soon as he catches the ball, Bacon's going to come out to contest him. Wide open shooter. Excellent job getting it to the second man. And Durant hitting his head because of missing that layup. And James Harden already telling him, keep going. This is a great friendship, too, that we're seeing rekindled on the floor. You love the competitive nature of all of these players, but how they'll be able to push one another.
Cole Anthony needs some help. Harden steps in for the steal. Harden moves it ahead, whips it to Harris, reverse layup. A thing of beauty. The beard leading the break. 44-41, Brooklyn. Bacon feeds the post. Vucevic, double from Durant. Vucevic. Beautiful footwork from Nikola Vucevic, an all-star in 2019.
That was a tough finish, too. That's a lot, though, of what we see out of Nikola Vucevic. So the 10th season, every single year he's added to his game.
Pull up Durant, splash. And Steve Clifford has seen enough. Nets are starting to pick up their rate of success.
The defensive play here by James Harden and passing prowess. Get used to it. That's a part of what number 13 can do.
Time right now for the Taco Bell take.
Buckle up, Bird, because we are going to continue to toss so many accolades of these individuals that are so special. In James Harden, the last 4 seasons, MVP finishes. Of course, we know that he won the MVP in 2018. But look at him, 7th, 2nd, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. In Nets history, the only player to ever finish in the top 3 was Jason Kidd in the 01-02 season. I mean, there are so many aspects of what James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving bring to the table that this Nets franchise just has not seen before.
And he should have won it that year, Kidd. Tim Duncan got the honors. Incredible player, Hall of Famer, had a brilliant season. Travel was called on Vucevic, but Jason Kidd was the MVP of the NBA in 01-02. He just didn't get the award. So out of the timeout, Steve Clifford, who has done a fantastic job with this Magic franchise, 3rd year as the head coach, playoffs in back-to-back years. But frustration right now. Harden takes the opening, swings it. Durant cuts to the rim, and he gets stripped of the ball. Looked like he was going to jam it. Cole Anthony has stepped in as a starter with the injury to Markelle Fultz, done for the season. Kem Birch off the mark. Tracked down there by Green. Harden crosses. 10 to shoot. Tight defense there from Anthony. Harden, fend off, fade, got it. That's a youngster trying to deal with an 8-time All-Star. Inside the arc, Cole Anthony, no. Durant will handle it for Brooklyn. Harris, ball fake. Harden has a screen. Whip it out for Durant. Fade. Off one leg, Kevin Durant is a machine.
Lethal. But that play all began, the possession was the ball movements, drive and kick, everyone moving in on the action.
16 for Durant. Inside out, Vucevic is a terror against Brooklyn. Another 3.
He's been tremendous, and give credit to Orlando, how they have been generating offense, an area they have struggled.
Harris, side rim. So the Nets are now 6 of 19 from three-point territory. Orlando is 5 of 23. That's 22%. It's not stopping Vucevic, though. Rebounded by Harden. Lob it up. Oh, Green finishes! It looked like that ball might float out of bounds. Instead, Green snares it and lays it in one motion.
The thing that is so evident with this group is how great a feel everyone on the floor has.
Harden has 7 assists. Vucevic has another deuce.
It has been a thing of beauty to watch the deliveries of James Harden and some others, but Steve Nash's group, they've talked about how they feel like they have a high IQ team, and that comes in the sense that they just know how to move, how to be available, how to get open for their teammates.
Oh, no look, Harden, but Jordan had it stripped. Foul is called as the Magic were coming the other way.
Take a look at James Harden's eyes, what he sees and how he feels it, and already you see Jeff Green ahead on the play. It just puts it right in a perfect spot. That was a great catch and finish there from Jeff Green. But he will lead you to the cup. Talk about passing players open. It's such an aspect of how brilliant James Harden can be with the ball in his hands because of it.
Harden, 8 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. Vucevic off the double. Gordon dives to the rim. Bank shot, no, but a foul. So Gordon will head to the free throw line. 28.2 on the game clock. Coming up at the half, Ryan Rucco, Richard Jefferson. They've got the breakdown for you. Durant and Harden highlights. Michael Grady has the coaches report. It's all coming up. Halftime here on Yes. Fairly quiet for Aaron Gordon now with 6 points, 4 rebounds.
And he, in many ways, playing a new role when Markelle Fultz went down and missing some of those ball handlers. Steve Clifford essentially said, you're going to be a point forward. You're going to be initiating the offense a lot. You're going to be organizing it more, controlling it. A lot of responsibility for Gordon, just trying to use the versatility that he brings to the table.
Magic come in at 6-6. They are last in the NBA in assists. It's a 4-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. High screen, Durant, switch. Durant now with Anthony. Likes the matchup, give up, Jordan, dribble, can't finish around the rim. Three-quarter court, Ross. He raised his arm as if it was going in. It actually hit the clock above the backboard. James Harden in his Nets debut. He and his teammates leading the Magic by 2 at the break. Start of the second half. It is a special